Alrighty, what is good, people? Welcome to today's video. Today I want to be showing you guys a new toy that I bought kind of recently. I've been playing with it for the past couple weeks, and I've been taking places to get different shots with it. And it's definitely newer to me than my drone is, but yeah, no, let's get started. And so today's toy is DJI's Mavic Air 2. This little drone has so many specifications, so many functions to it, so many things to it that I really will not cover all of them in this video because it'll be way too long. But I will be naming some of my favorite ones and hopefully sharing with you guys some shots. One of my favorite things about this drone is that it's so small, it's compact, it weighs only 1.6 pounds and it fits, a little bit bigger than my hand. So yeah, it's pretty small, it's compact, it folds in, it fits in any backpack. It's really useful to just take around and carry it with you no matter what you're doing. Another cool feature it's got is that it has about 34 minutes of flight time, and I know some previous drones only had like 29 or 31 minutes. It's only a little bit more, but I mean, it makes the biggest difference when you're up in the air. Another cool thing is that it has a range of 18.5 kilometers, which is a little over 11 miles, which is pretty amazing. It can fly that far. We can't even see that far, right? So it's pretty cool, and I definitely won't be using it to fly that far, but a lot of fun to know that it can, and I can just let it keep going. Unfortunately, it does have a max distance of 400 feet vertically, and that's not because the drone can't fly higher than that, but it's because the FAA regulates anything above 400 feet, and that's no longer open for us, general public. It's illegal to fly higher than 400 feet, right? So this little sucker also has, of course, a camera, right? You can film in 4K, you can take pictures in high quality. It's got so many features, right? It has an internal storage of 8 gigabytes, which isn't that much, but if you're offline and you accidentally forget your micro SD card, then it makes for a pretty good save. Like I mentioned, it shoots in 4K video. It's got a UHD filter, which gives every video, the little extra pop of color, which is pretty great, especially when you're shooting like prairies or you're shooting things that you really want to capture in high definition. It's pretty amazing. As far as the camera, it's got a photo sensor of 48 megapixels, which is great when shooting photography because the higher pixels, the more crystal clear your image is. And 48 megapixels is pretty good in order to like even blow up pictures to an extent, right? Which is amazing that a drone can do that, and I can get really cool aerial shots. Another cool function is that the camera has a manual mode, so you can change all the specifications to however you want them, all the settings, and it makes for just more personalized photos, right? People can go up there, you can literally hold the drone up there and take pictures and change the settings. So that's pretty cool. It's also got some cool picture modes. It's got a burst mode, it's got a panoramic mode, a wide angle, a sphere mode, and it has some cool functions that you can record in or even take pictures, like the follow me function, which is pretty cool. It will literally fly up in the air and it'll follow you no matter what you're doing. It's got like a trace one, a parallel one, where it'll fly parallel to you, and even has this really cool cinematic one where it'll just fly circles around you, and it makes for some dramatic ass shots, but they're great. Another cool thing is it has a time-lapse function. I wasn't able to time-lapse when I was flying it just because I didn't really have much time-lapse of, but you can literally fly it up there and start the time-lapse, and whatever you're shooting, your subject will be moving and you get a really cool blur line. It's probably pretty cool to get like shots of traffic, all the red lights and stuff at night, even though it is illegal to fly over a freeway, but whatever. Like I said, the drone has so many specifications, I really am not doing it justice, but it can do so much more than what I'm saying. This is just some of my favorite features on it. But moving on to the remotes, the controller, it's definitely a little bit bigger than previous models and makes it for more comfortable in your hand. And as you can see, it only has a couple buttons, not too many. The two main ones are the two throttles. The left one moves the drone up and down, or it'll spin it on its axis, and the right throttle just tilt it forward, left, right, or tilt it back, depending what direction you want to do it in. And of course, the combination of these two will give you more range of flying in like curved paths, so you want to go like straight, moving up kind of thing. It's a lot of fun. Just trust me, it's a lot easier than it sounds. Below it, it's also got a home button, this little H. And basically what that does is that if you're flying it and you accidentally lose sight of your drone and you don't know where it is anymore, all you do is hold the home button and it will return to home, or in other words, wherever it took off from, or wherever you manually set it before it is that you lost it. In the top left corner, we have the FN button, or function button, which basically turns on the spotlight of the drone. So when you're landing at night, or you just want to be able to see it from below, it turns on the spotlight, turns it off, and also toggles the camera sensor to move up or down depending what angle it's already at. Of course, we have the power button. In the middle, we have a little switch that moves it to the different flying modes it's got. It's got a tripod mode, a normal mode, and a sport mode. In tripod mode, all the functions of the drone move super slowly and the drone is much more stable. It gives more precise shooting and more cinematic video. In contrast to the sport mode, which turns off all safety functions and basically allows the drone to fly up to like 26, 27 miles per hour, which is pretty great. You zoom in the air, and I know personally it definitely fulfills my need for speed. It's also got a normal mode, which is mainly what people fly in. It's definitely the most efficient one when it comes to battery life, just because it doesn't require too much stability or too much speed. Right? And of course, if you're in normal mode, the safety features turn back on. It's only when in sport that it turns it off. Moving on to the top of the remote, we have a right trigger button, which is basically for taking pictures or stopping and starting videos. Right? On the left side, we have a sort of like rolling button or whatever you want to call it, which basically just rolls the camera on the drone to move from being straight to completely vertical and just facing straight down, and of course everything in between. Another cool feature this remote has that previous models didn't is that it's got the extending arm for the phone up on top. Right? You just put your phone in between here, extends all the way up, and you connect it with a little cable to the side and open up the DJI Fly app and you're good to go, you're good to fly. Previous models had the extender on the bottom, which was, I guess, not that bad, but I definitely enjoy it more on top, and it just makes it feel more like almost a video game, you know, it makes it really easy to fly. And like I said, there's way too many specifications, way too many functions that this drone has for me to be explaining all of them, right? Even in the app, you have so many other options you can do. You have the FAA regulation flying zones on there, you got the restricted ones that you can't do. It shows you your specific like coordinates to where you're flying, so you'll never lose the drone. It'll tell you specifications of how high the drone is, how far it is, how fast it's going. There's so many things, too many things to be covering in this video. So, but yeah, I know it's a lot of information, and this definitely isn't like a tutorial video, but I just wanted to show off my my new toy that I bought, and I'm definitely going to be having a lot of fun with it in the future. I know I mentioned before about buying a new drone, and I was really excited when I was able to purchase this one, just because I've been waiting a little while to get one, and I'm really happy with this purchase. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I definitely will be showcasing it a lot more. You'll be seeing more footage in upcoming videos, just because I'm going to look for any excuse I can to go outside and just fly it, because it's really easy, it's really fun, and why not, right? You get some cool aerial shots, some cool videos from up above, and I mean, who doesn't like that, right? So as always, thanks for watching. If you have any comments or tips, please let me know, and I'll see you guys later.